Hey everyone, I'm John Breck here for another LEGO Idea Spotlight. Today we're here with HawkeyeLegoman, who goes
Hello.
by, well, it's LEGO Idea's name, or refer to him as Alex during the interview. And we're going to be looking at his incredible project he's got here, Maleficent's Dragon Transformation. So how are you doing tonight, Alex?
I'm doing pretty well, thank you. How about you?
Pretty good as well.
Excellent.
Got a pretty impressive project here. So you're a fan of the Maleficent movies and I guess Sleeping Beauty?
Yes, I am. I am actually a big Disney fan, as I've been working on a bunch of Disney projects lately for the past couple of years, and
Oh,
this was
awesome.
one of my first projects.
So you more a fan of the classic Sleeping Beauty, or do you like the new Maleficent movies that have been coming out too?
That's a good question, actually. I know this is based off of more of the classic, but I think just for the story base, the new Maleficent movies, just because you get a little more in depth to how Maleficent came to be,
Yeah, it makes it more sympathetic and
right?
a
You
little
get to
nicer
have
seeing it.
sympathy for Maleficent instead of thinking, oh, she's the villain, you don't like her.
Definitely. So anyone who's not familiar with Lego Ideas, basically this is a set concept that Alex is trying to get enough votes on. If he gets to 10,000 votes, it'll enter the Lego review and have a chance to become an official set you can buy in stores. So if you want to see it become a real Lego set, just make sure to hit support and just asking for your vote. It's not asking for like a contribution or anything like that. But yeah, let's take a closer look. So we get the first image here. Do you want to look at the images first, or would you rather show off the real model?
You can go ahead and show off this here, and later on I'll do what I do.
Okay, so I see a Maleficent figure with the dragon transformation. What can you tell us about this?
All right, so this is the one picture I was able to have as the cover presentation picture. This is like you can see how the face can show the features of the dragon, and
Nice
there's a
glowing
lot
eyes
of,
there. Yeah,
yeah, the Nexonite eye pieces there. Those are from the third series, I believe.
very cool choices. Very stands out, striking the colors in the eyes and the mouth. I like the purple underneath. Nice color scheme.
Right. I used a lot of the purple tiles, the one by twos, just because I had a big lot of those from the pick a brick cups.
Does it work better than having like a 1x4, or just like what you had available?
Uh, I would agree that this works better, the one by twos, because going down the tail more, it does get more involved and smaller.
You want to keep it consistent. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, more of a scale look.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, we just got a close look at Maleficent here. Is
Yep,
that
this is
just the regular figure, or do anything to customize it?
the regular figure, although I did add some of my own uh, customizations to her staff. I used the same gem, but added one of the rings that you would
That's a
get
clever idea.
Lord of
I
the
never
Rings.
seen a ring like that.
Yeah,
I,
it's in the Lord of the Rings sets or the engagement wedding
I
rings.
recognize what it's from, but I never seen someone use it like on a staff like that. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, I figured that was a good idea because you know how the staff has like those spikes around the jewel. I
Yeah,
figured
yeah.
this would be a some sort of way of using that idea,
Very cool.
and then made it more black instead of the gold like the classic.
Very cool. We got a
And
closer look
then
at the head up
also,
here.
if you want to go back to the minifigure,
Another detail here.
yep, sorry, but I also added Diablo the bird.
Yeah.
That's significant in the movie as well.
I remember, yeah.
Yes, so can't disclude him.
I think it was kind of funny in the recent movies that he's actually indignant at being turned into a human. Like that's a lesser form than getting to be a crow.
Right? It's like,
Like, what have you done to my beautiful self?
yeah, exactly. That's a good way of pointing out. It's like, oh, I was happy being a bird, and now I have to live out like this, like as a human. What?
It's funny, yeah.
So yeah,
Awesome.
I wanted to keep the bird.
Good choice. We got a closer look at the head here.
Yes. So what I did on the nose or the tip of the mouth on the top half, I rotated one of the 1x1 plates and made it so it has more of that point that Maleficent has.
Oh, good choice. See a couple claw pieces sticking out there. A
Yeah,
lot of
I have a bunch of claw connections.
a
And
lot of
the
one by
pieces
one
there,
pieces of like little attachments sticking out. I noticed used cleverly.
yes.
This one here, over here again. That's a 2x1, but very cool.
Yep, enough to add as much detail as possible.
Very nice. Moving on to here, we can see a little bit more of the body here in the wing choice.
Yep, the wings can go 360 and then up and down completely.
Awesome. There's a lot of hinge joints I can see in the arms. I see one here, one here, one here. So it's 3 different points of articulation, or am I missing one? Oh, there's another joint here, 4.
Yep, you can decide how you want to do it, but really, if you want like correct positioning, only like the elbow on the lower right there, and then the wrist, and then the shoulder joint would be the main areas of rotation.
That
The
makes sense.
one connection in the middle of the arm on the top half would be more of a area to make it top half of the make it bigger to smaller.
Makes sense. I love the use of the actual minifigure hand to the toes here. That's kind of clever idea.
Thank you. Wanted to make sure I had like some way to make the claw outward instead of just having 3 of the normal claws straight out.
You got the size difference, yeah, of the normal claw piece next to the hands. Very cool.
Right.
So move on to, oh, we got even slightly more zoomed out image here. We can see more of the spikes in the back. Definitely has a very scary look. If you use like just one long piece, use several little like maybe like 2 wide pieces for each one.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to have different sizes and make it as much close of the body as possible.
Cool. Anything you want to add about this one, or should I keep scrolling through the pictures?
Yeah, the if you notice with the body, I did make it completely upside down. So
Oh
if,
yeah, you mean the
if you
direction the
notice
pieces go.
yeah, the
Oh, so studs upside down. You're saying?
yes, studs upside down. I forgot the correct terminology in Lego, but it has the round flat
Yeah, the smooth
joints
pieces. Yeah,
rounded. Yeah,
pretty cool. Usually we see this in the bottom of like pieces to make them like move smoothly over a surface rather than like
like
scratching.
boats and such. Yeah,
Yeah, you use them on top to give it like a smooth scaly effect. It's pretty cool.
okay.
Then did you try the other way around first? It was from the start you knew you wanted studs down to make it work.
I started with this because I knew I had so much of the purple to use for scales.
Ah, makes sense. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, we can see a little bit more of the length here with posability. With the
Yeah,
top legs up high, bottom ones down low. The tail helps balance it, I assume.
yeah, it really helps to have so much weight on the back to lift up the front half.
Very cool. Is there anything you would add to the set potentially if like Lego gave you the green light to make it a little bit bigger? Like as far as like features to the dragon or other things that would come with the set?
I did update it as of once I reached 100 supporters, a little plaque of Maleficent's dragon's head.
Oh, cool. Are there images of that down below in the campaign? Or
There is.
okay, we'll go to those at the end of these images and take a look.
All right.
Very nice. Very long neck, I notice. And
Yes.
how many does the tail have a lot of points it can bend and flex? It looks like it's a connection maybe here, here, and here. What's if my mouse is visible?
There's about 5 or 6 little joints.
Very
Some are
posable.
not as much posable. And then in the middle of both pairs of legs, you can rotate to make a little more uh, positions.
Very cool.
Yep.
Now, one question I have is, did you build this entirely physical to start, or did you try digital first to design it and then build a physical model? Because a lot of people use digital images for their Lego Ideas projects.
Entirely physical and within the parts that I had originally without knowing what I was going to build.
Oh wow, it's a lot more impressive that way because obviously there's a lot more room for trial and error digitally without like having to break things apart quite as much. You can always like, up, I don't like that, hit edit undo a few times. And
Right, that's
default
I've
piece
seen a
library in
lot of
there.
that happen before. Most of my models are a bunch of trial and error within the parts that I have, unless I recently unpart a set or just get a set just for specific parts.
Was there any limitations by having to work within the parts you have? Would you pretty much satisfied of like what you managed to do with the parts? Like, is there any key parts you're missing that would make it better?
Usually I tend to make my way around. If anything, it would be some color transitions within the grays that you might see pop out with
That's
the
fair,
two
yeah.
joints.
Because it is kind of hard to see details when it's like a solid color. The purple and the green are very striking unless they're black. But yeah, you can't fully appreciate the details when it's like a solid black all the way through.
Right.
This is why it's like little Batman says, I only work in black and sometimes very, very dark gray, kind of like a trick. So it's still almost like one color, but you kind of see more of the details when you blend in a second color.
Oh, I know. And especially when you're trying to get a front view, it all blends in.
Very nice. Awesome. Any other details you want to point out on this image that I keep scrolling through?
Go ahead and keep scrolling through.
A closer look at the tail here. And you already said there's a few points of articulation to get it to bend. You got three prongs in the end there. Is that the
Yes.
chisel tool there?
No, that is the harpoon tool to add
Oh, okay.
the angle that I needed to add outward. And I added one of those cones inward of the harpoon.
Very cool.
Yep.
For the wing pieces, because obviously this is like one solid piece. Did that influence your decision of like how big the dragon was going to be, or is it just like that worked out perfectly for scale to the minifigure already?
I had like two different options for the wings because I originally didn't know the correct size I wanted. I was looking at that size or like something you would get out of the Batman set, like the Batmobile one. I
Very
don't
cool.
know a good set to name out of that's a Batmobile that has the smaller ones, but definitely the smaller ones was another option for me, but went with the bigger just so it fit better.
Yeah, seems like a good fit to me. And here we can see a much closer look up at some of the spikes and the smooth pieces we were addressing earlier. We can see the connection for the wings.
Yes.
Very cool. So the wings can actually fold in when not in flight.
Right. They don't just pop out and you can actually fold them and have
So
all sorts of different rotations and
they can bend
position.
and rotate. Okay. Very cool.
Definitely good for different uh, scenes and different areas. If it's flying or on land, it doesn't have the wings popping out where it's unnecessary to have them.
Yeah. One thing I think your set would benefit a lot from is if you get somehow maybe with Photoshop get some sort of background either from the movie or the classic movies. I mean newer
Mm,
classic movies, put the dragon in the scene, like above a castle or something, over the woods, anything like that would like really make it pop.
I agree. I almost did something similar to that, but just need to be careful of the copyright.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you don't want to take too many chances. But you found like a generic woods or something that could look like it or something,
True. Something
or castle.
that's
Yeah,
not claimed or anything,
it could help because sometimes people get excited by that. Oh,
right?
I can see the harpoon gun now. I didn't catch it because of this little like round cone piece It looked like a
Right.
chisel in there. But clever.
Thank you.
Very
And
nice.
those are the only Bionicle pieces or Hero Factory pieces that I used right on the tip of the tail.
Oh, awesome. Now you said further down there was an image of the update. Is it on the page here? I was trying to find it. Oh, it's on the
Uh,
updates tab, right?
yes. Second
There's
one?
that. Oh,
There
there
it
you
is.
go. So that's the head image there. That gives it a
It
lot of
is.
color too.
Yeah, mainly I had a lot of purple and wanted to just create a certain plaque shape. There were some inspiration from the Steamboat Willie set. I'll give credit there.
Ah, I can see that, yeah. What made you decide not to use like translucent eyes like you do in the actual dragon?
Uh, Good question. I wanted to keep it more of a solid color, I think, but I can see where I could change it.
Sure, it works either way. I was just curious, but yeah, that's very cool. Now you said you had the actual physical model to show us
I
too.
do. I can connect.
Awesome. Yeah, if you want to transition that, we can take a look and actually see some more points, details of it we couldn't see in the images.
All right, want me to leave this one?
Yeah, you can do it afterwards, whatever's easier.
All right.
Very cool. The eyes really stand on. Listen, almost like they're illuminated. It must have like a light shining on it or something. Oh, there it is. There we go. It'd be cool with some light brick pieces. Wow. Any more details you want to reference here that we couldn't see in the campaign page images? Let's see. Maybe you can show off some of the flexibility. Very cool. We can see the leg joint there. Very sturdy. See the front legs, the wings. All the way up to the head. Awesome. Very cool. I love that you actually have a physical model of this. So a lot of times people just build digitally, so there isn't like an existing copy of it. I love the advantages of building digitally. It's great to actually be able to see what it would look like as a set, rather than just like a rendered image. Yeah, if you guys back this as to help become it a set, sorry, to help it become a set, this is what you could have in your home one day. You'll see it in the stores, on the shelves of a Lego store. Very cool. Even if someone isn't a fan of Maleficent particularly, that'd still go great with any castle theme. It's a generic like dragon to go with it. We don't hear any sound coming through your mic if you're trying to add any commentary, by the way. I'm not sure if you're trying to say anything as you go. The smooth underside, the purple stands out. Is your mic on if you're trying to say anything? Or yeah, we still have silent the whole time. We were like taking a closer look at it, so I'm not sure if I'm trying to say anything with it. Very cool. It balances nicely, even on like the uneven surface of like a bed or something. It seems like it still holds itself up pretty well. There's the plaque there. Very cool. Very nice. Nice addition to it. Its own little standing pegs in the back to hold it up. Very cool. Put the figure there. Awesome. Let's see. I'm scrolling down the campaign page here. Anything else you want to add from the campaign page? Is there any future details you have? If you reach another milestone, if you reach like maybe the 5,000 supporter milestone or anything else you could plan for it?
Right. I mean, right now I'm not sure what else to add. If anything, it would be like groundwork, but I don't know how that would work.
Sounds fair, yeah.
And then it would be like just making sure that people support really and get ideas, if anything. That would be one thing. If anyone has ideas,
Yeah, I
not
think
to
there is.
make it sound like I'm desperate, but
I think there is like a suggestion thing, isn't there? I think even just the comments, and you can actually give like a rating here to say like, what you think of it here. I'm not sure if let's give them a suggestion message with it, but if not, yeah, be sure to
yeah,
leave
I've
them a
seen
comment, guys.
6 people do that.
And can they actually leave a message with the review or just like stars?
They've left the stars and comments if there's anything, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So leave a comment, guys, to let them know if there's anything you want to see added to it, because there's still some time in this campaign. It's got about another year left of getting supporters.
Oh yeah.
Give them any suggestions. You can, if you want to, what you like to see in the set, what you think would help them out to find more supporters. Let them know. Awesome. Anything else
Thanks,
you want to
guys.
go through before you wrap up, or is that just about it?
That was just about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today. Once again, guys, Lego Ideas Project. It's a 10,000 supporters. Become a real set. The project is Maleficent's Dragon Transformation. There will be a link in the description to support it, and you're looking for the one by HawkeyeLegoman. So thank you
Thank you.
again, Alex, for joining us, and I'll see you guys in the next video.